This is the final video about PowerPoint 2013 Unit A, in which we're going to be taking a look on pages PowerPoint 16 and 17, in which we're going to talk about printing a PowerPoint presentation. You print your presentation when you want to review your work or when you have completed it and want a hard copy. Reviewing your presentation at different stages of development give you a better perspective of the overall flow and feel of the presentation. You can also preview your presentation to see exactly how each slide looks before you print the presentation. When you are finished working on your presentation, even if it's not yet complete, you can close the presentation file and exit PowerPoint. And on step 1 on page PowerPoint 16, it tells us that we want to click on our Save button on the Quick Access toolbar, and then click on the File tab on our ribbon. Next, it tells us to click on Print. The print window opens up, as you see here, and you notice that the preview pane on the right side of the window displays the first slide of the presentation. If you do not have a color printer, you will see a grayscale image of the slide. Next, on step 2, it tells us that we want to click the Next Page button, which is down here just slightly below and to the left of the slide of the preview pane, and then to click it again. And this goes through the different slides on there, so we see each slide in the presentation appears in the preview pane. Then next, it tells us that we can click on the Print button, and of course if we would do that, each slide in the presentation will print. However, we don't want to do that at this time period. We're going to save some paper and we will not click on that print button. But if we did, that would print out this presentation and it would print it on 3 separate sheets of paper. Next, on step 4, if we click on the File tab again, if you click on this little arrow pointing back, that will take you back to the main screen where you can click on the File tab and then click back on Print again. Then we can take a look here, and it tells us that we want to click the Full Page Slides button in the Settings group. So here we have Full Page Slides. When we click on this, we can see that there's some different options that we have. The Print Layout gallery opens up, and in this gallery you can specify what you want to print, whether it be slides, handouts, notes pages, or outlines, as well as other print options. To save paper when you are reviewing your slides, you can print in handout format, which lets you print up to 9 slides per page. The options you choose in the print window remain there until you change them or until you close the presentation. In step 5, it tells us that we want to click on 3 slides. So we want the handouts 3 slides. Next, it tells us that we want to click the Color button in the Settings group. Of course, right now mine says grayscale, but if it was color, you could take a look. And of course, right now I do not have a color printer connected, but yours may say color, it may say grayscale, but you can click on that one that's on there. And you want to make sure that you choose the option where it says pure black and white. Of course, PowerPoint will remove the color and display the slides as thumbnails next to blank lines as shown here and also on figure A-15. Using the handouts with 3 slides per page, printing option is a great way to print your presentation when you want to provide a way for audience members to take notes. Printing pure black and white prints without any gray tones, which saves printer toner. Of course, next, if you were going to print this, you would just click on your Print button again, which is this right up here, which we're not going to do to save paper. And if we do that, the presentation would print on 1 page showing all the slides of the presentation as thumbnails next to the blank lines. Next, it tells us that once we do that, we're going to go back out to this screen here, and we can click back on our File tab again, and then we want to click on the Close button. If necessary, click on Save, and that will close the alert box. And then once you have that, you can go ahead and click Close on the title bar, and that should take you back out to your desktop. Now you are concluded with the and finished with the walkthrough, and now you are ready to upload your PowerPoint, the PPTA, the QSTA file to Course Sites. But before we do that, let's just take a quick look on the bottom of page PowerPoint 17, which talks a little bit about Microsoft Office web apps. And it tells us that all Office programs include the capability to incorporate feedback, which is called online collaboration, across the internet or on a company network. Using cloud computing, which is work done on a virtual environment, you can take advantage of web programs called Microsoft Office web apps, which are simplified versions of the programs found in the Microsoft Office 2013 suite. Because these programs are online, they take up no computer disk space and are accessed using Microsoft SkyDrive, which is a free service for Microsoft. Using Microsoft SkyDrive, you and your colleagues can create and store documents in the cloud and make documents available to whomever you grant access. To use Microsoft SkyDrive, you will need to create a free Microsoft account and establish a Windows Live ID, which you obtain at the Microsoft website. You can find more information in the Working in the Cloud appendix in the textbook. And that concludes this video and series of videos about PowerPoint 2013 Unit A. You're ready to move on to the assignments in the content area.